Welcome back to.
Podcast of characters.
So, for today, we're doing something really different.
Yeah, it's the second episode of the season just to catch up.
hmm And as we promised, every month we would be posting an episode about, updates.
Mm-hmm.
And this month has been really hectic for both of us.
Very. We were kind of also disconnected, but we were still very in update.
Yeah, I mean, we were socializing with each other a lot.
Mm-hmm.
But what we mean is that COVID had impacted us and is still impacting us.
Yep, it
With
is.
Yeah, and we had to slow down our work, and especially on the upcoming episode,
Yep.
which was, I think, age impacting our personality.
Yeah, we were almost done with the research, but a lot of hurdles came by.
Exactly. And Anvita, do you want to tell them about when we're planning to release it, maybe?
Sure. Well, of course, this month's almost done, so we cannot do it this month. And maybe we could, negotiate and, talk a lot and complete the research quick. And we're almost done, and we're really having a lot of fun. So maybe we could do it next month, anytime, like the first week.
Mm-hmm. But no promises because one of us is extremely sick, and we are just trying to give each other that privacy that's needed through this time.
Yeah, we're trying. Yeah, and we're trying to work and study and control at the same time. So it's kind of hard.
Exactly. And while talking about this, I just wanted to spread a little awareness message. So this wasn't planned at all, but I feel like we've realized how hard it is to manage stress, and
Mm-hmm.
this podcast focuses on all of those. But we also wanted to say that therapy is a great option actually.
And it's been working for us. We have been talking.
Yeah. And well, we haven't taken up professional therapy, if you get what I mean.
Yeah,
But I think that everyone who thinks that therapy is just for people who are going mental,
it's really not.
yeah,
Mhm.
it's just a way to help us cope with it. Because a therapist is someone who we can talk to, who would listen to us and solve our problems.
Yeah, and unless you're like a really mentally stable person like Buddha or someone, it's like everyone is needed it, but you don't really need to make it professional. Just talking to with whom you love is also therapy.
Exactly. And kind of like an advertisement for us, I guess, but POC is focused on doing that. But you'll
Yep.
always be anonymous.
Yeah, and it's like being your friend but not knowing you.
Exactly. So you don't have to worry about what others think about you because you're yourself. You don't have to change for anybody. But in case you do have a problem with that, then contact POC because this new upcoming episode is also a listener suggested one.
Yeah, and uh, there are like many life lessons you have to and you can learn, but one thing is just, you know,
You know,
yeah,
lost it,
I
didn't
was
you?
gonna say something and I forgot.
It's alright. Um, I mean, this episode's supposed to be like a little journey into our brains and what's really going on up there.
Mm-hmm, yeah, and knowing about yourself and loving yourself is the most important.
Exactly. So, I guess the only message we're trying to spread here is, give yourself some time. Self care. Just spend time with yourself. Get to know yourself better.
Mm-hmm. I mean, each year, even each day, there's many changes happening, and getting adapted to those are It's very important.
Yes, and let's just put this aside and move on to the two episodes we've launched in the past month.
Oh, yeah, those were actually very interesting, productive, and
Fun.
yep.
Yeah, they were very fun to work with. I mean, there was a lot of hard work and effort put into designing templates and research, but overall, we were able to manage our schedule in a very interesting method, like interesting way.
Uh-huh. Yeah. Although we're not big professionals or the most busy people in the world, it's for the same person and their friend, it's very hard. I mean, they only know their struggles and nobody else does.
Yes, and there's actually a lot going on with us right now. We had and still have many hard decisions that we have to make.
Mm-hmm.
We're trying to overcome them a lot, but you know, all, every single time you have to pick between black and white. It just cannot be both. You have to have a clarity, a vision of, what you want to become.
You have to discover yourself first, then the next step is doing anything else.
Exactly. And we actually wanted to plan a trip. We wanted to, disconnect from the society, just go into the nature. But then this like COVID hit us again, as I said, Omicron, and at this state, we're not even able to step outside our house, which
Not even outside our room, to be honest.
exactly, I mean, at this time, we have to be isolated, and we can't really reveal who got the COVID between us, but we both went through isolation because we had different scenarios. As we said, that scenarios occur at the same time in our lives, just like a week delayed.
Yeah,
I think the same thing happened to us, but
yeah. And I know, learning about us or our personal life doesn't make you any productive,
mhm.
but I'm sure you face the same scenarios, and the lessons in these situations are very, I mean, very productive.
Yeah, these situations, we all face them, believe it or not. And even right now, we don't have much energy to, do another episode. But it was promised, and we didn't want to delay on our work because last year, that was another story. And this
Yep.
year, we promised to be productive, which we hopefully will be.
Mm-hmm. And another step is like encouragement. Although we were very and are still kind of down and low at this point, weak, people around us encouraged us so much that we've been stepping forward. And
Exactly.
we've encouraged ourselves, to be honest.
Yes, and what we've realized is just feeling low or crying is not the solution to a problem. And what's
Yeah.
not another solution is, not being able to cry. I know it sounds weird, but just gathering your feelings up and putting them inside you, it's not going to make a difference. You'll just become more depressed and socially disconnecting.
Yeah, it'll be like a debacle of weird feelings, scary and overwhelming stuff.
Exactly. So if you want to cry, cry it out because, you don't want to become overweight by gathering all them.
Yeah, but you can try it out or show it and prove it to other people that who you are, and that will just take all the feelings out of you.
Yeah, and we'll tell you what. There's this one situation being compared to others. I think we've talked about this before.
In the episode Insecurity,
Yes. But the reason I wanted to bring it up is because it's been happening a lot to me, and I'm not sure about Anvita, but
me too. Of course, it's been happening since a lot of
a lot
time.
of time. But recently it happened a lot to me. I've been being compared, not just compared, but feeling isolated. You know,
I know, very lonely and weeping and all.
Exactly. I mean, I have so many people surrounding me, but I just feel like I'm alone.
Yeah, I mean, even I've been feeling the same. I didn't express this much with you, but even I've been. I mean, people don't intentionally compare you or something, but the way they act or the situations happening, it's just very overwhelming that you feel that you're pretty bad.
Exactly. And it's fine you didn't share it because we haven't been talking way too much after the current, obstacles we've
Yeah.
been facing. So
Mm-hmm.
maybe next week things will get better and we'll be back to recording episodes, enjoying, reacting to our favorite videos.
Yep.
Those were good days.
Yep. Those were really good days.
Yes, we used to criticize, not really harshly, but we would listen to songs or watch any series together.
Mm-hmm.
It was great.
It was great.
Like a little stress reliever thing.
Uh-huh. I mean, spending time is just very stress relieving. It's not stress at all, I mean.
Exactly. And you know, if you're compared with others, just don't care about it. As much as it'll hit you because it's either your mom or dad who's doing it, you
Hmm.
h- you know that you have yourself. You have yourself, your best friend, just
Yeah.
someone who stands by you and understands you.
And coming back to the insecurity part, I'm not sure how many of you out there are feeling this, but these days I'm feeling like nobody likes me or nobody sees me as a
Exactly.
person.
Yeah, I'm feeling that too. Except I
Wow.
feel very comfortable around Anvita. I mean, probably the reason we spend hours talking to each other.
Yeah, ours.
Yeah, it's just that they don't care about you anymore, and
Hmm.
that feeling just stabs you so hard.
Uh-huh. I don't know if it's loneliness, envious, or anything, but it's all very different. And even if we tell others, like if I tell my parents, they don't get it, and they say like nobody's putting you on the other side. But
Exactly, and in these situations, talking to parents isn't really the solution to this. It's
although it
actually
can be in many situations, but
not.
not all.
Yeah, in times when you're feeling insecure, you're so insecure that you don't want to talk to anyone about it. But I
Hmm.
think I've overcome that obstacle. I still don't talk to, my parents about this, but definitely I talk to Anbata, and she always finds a way to cheer me up, actually.
Yeah, even if it's criticizing her.
Yes, but she's my little. Well, I won't name it out. She'll kill me if I do.
Yeah.
Um, but yeah, she's a
Hmm.
good friend, except for the part she's stupidly funny.
That's weird to say, but thank you.
Yeah, her roasts aren't usually the best. I mean, we
Hmm.
used to have a roast war actually, and she kept roasting me in front of my cousins.
Oh, that part is again coming in this episode again, even if it's the second one.
Mm-hmm.
That
And
can never get old.
yeah, she was. I think we already discussed this, didn't we?
We did.
All right then. Just to recap, we were playing with my cousins, and she roasted me in front of them. Yeah, that was
It was
like.
pretty good of a feeling.
I
But
mean,
her cousins didn't get it somehow.
they
After
didn't.
explaining a lot, they did.
Yes, I mean, they're not as humorous as you, and I'm sure they don't understand me as you. But
Yeah.
yeah, I just, all of a sudden, this is a sudden topic switch, but, I'm not sure if you're facing the sun with it, but nowadays I just want to be alone. I mean, I
I
just,
know, even I want to be alone so
exactly, I
much.
don't want to go out to others' houses or anywhere, I
I
think
don't even want to have fun, to be honest. I don't know why, but
yes, I think there's a lot of pressure on us. I mean, both professionally and personally. Speaking of that,
Yeah,
But
I know. And I know we're not some big people who have like busy schedules and all,
mhm,
but I mean, we are feeling a lot at this age, and I don't know how it's just happening very quick. Like a day ago, I was happy, cheerful, funny, and all, and then suddenly I want to be lonely. It's very weird how age changes you a lot.
exactly. And that was just a little, maybe a little trailer into
Mm-hmm.
our latest upcoming episode.
Mm-hmm.
But it's true. I mean, nowadays all I want to do is sit down, finish all my work, and maybe binge watch a series. But it's mostly just sit down and finish my work. I think
Yeah.
that been such a workaholic, it's weird, I know, because we aren't a really big app or organization yet, but the work we're doing every day is going to help us become that.
Yep.
And not to mention, we have really important exams coming up soon, so we had to make a few decisions about that. Um,
Mm-hmm.
I still have to as well, but
Yeah.
that and then a lot of projects were due this month, which we weren't expecting, but our teachers were giving us continuous projects. It's like, end of the syllabus thing to reflect
Weird
back.
stuff. The school is hard to talk about.
It's really weird. I agree. I mean,
Hmm.
projects instead of exams, I get it, it's great, but
And
making
you
them
know,
all the
uh
time.
and you know, like when you go online and look at stuff, like when I was like 10 or something, I was looking at stuff of teenagers and all, and then how they feel lonely and all. I was like, why would I feel that? I'm totally different. And then when we come at this stage, we're like, how is this all true?
Exactly. I mean, it's crazy how, age impacts our personality, our mentality overall. And as we
Yeah.
grow older, we just tend to become more extroverted or introverted. It's it just depends on how we take everything around us.
Yeah, and like I had some friends when I was 10, I mean, who were elder, and then I saw them becoming really moody and weird, and I felt like I don't want to be that person when I grow up, but I just came to hate myself at this point.
Exactly, and that is insecurity, my dear friend.
Yeah.
I won't say that again. um, it's just, I guess, it's the phase we're going through. It's different for
Mhm.
everybody, and I don't know how I want to say it, but it's just when we grow up, we don't want to play with little kids anymore. I mean, we want to interact with them, but it's not the same as playing with them.
I know, and at this stage, it's like when you find something that you like a bit, you just love it so much that you just
You
stay
can't,
on with it.
yeah, you
Cannot leave
can't
it.
really leave it. And it's
Like us
friendships.
with ourselves and technology.
Yes. Oh, we're attracted to technology 24/7.
Oh yeah.
But definitely not this week. We've needed a lot of rest because both of
Yeah,
us have been
not at
sick.
all. Mm-hmm.
What's
And
funny?
if you come to our community and all, you'll see our parents yelling at us not to look at technology and all.
Yeah. But what's funny is that we haven't met each other over the past 3 years, and we still haven't. But we both
We
got
still haven't.
sick, at the same time. But healing, it depends on our immunity, and
Mm-hmm.
learned some surprising facts, this whole week.
Yep.
Yeah. But
And there are a lot of drama. There's a lot of drama in life and weird stuff going on.
exactly. And drama is usually just school drama, which it's been hitting us very hard.
Mm-hmm.
We've been trying to take it in. Haven't told much, many people about this.
Mm-hmm.
It's just
And after listening to this episode, you may have a lot of questions about what we're talking about, like cuff drama and all.
mm-hmm. It's just I think we've talked about these accusations we were facing. They have just tend to get even more worse, and It's just we know bullying is a part of life, but just trying to cope up with it and not become a bully's hat, because we're not trying to complain on them. We want to make
Mhm.
sure they have a chance to change.
Yep, and they learned the lesson.
Yes, but do they do that? Nope. We mailed the principal about it once, but then there were
Yeah,
some
I think
major
we should
changes.
not just,
Talk about that.
recall or
Yeah, I mean,
talk about.
there have been some major changes, and I think this is very personal, so it's better to not talk about it now.
Hmm. And after looking at what we've been through, not totally have been through totally now, but after all this, now I'm beginning to see how really age impacts personality,
Personality.
although I haven't, showed it or mentioned it before.
It's just, I guess we all just realize who we really are throughout this phase.
Yeah, we have.
Excuse me. Alright then, I think we should be ending the episode by now, actually.
Yeah, we should
Yep,
have.
we
But
are.
suddenly, I mean, of course, all the episode doesn't have a script and all. None of ours does. But somehow, at the beginning, before we started this recording this episode, we had nothing to talk. But as we just spoke through, had a lot.
Yes, we actually spoke for 21 minutes. Um,
Wow, straight.
I know, right? Well, we should be ending it now because, well, one, we are on a time crunch, real
Mm-hmm.
bad one, and we still managed to fit in this episode because promises are not meant to be broken.
Not at all.
Yeah, in our opinion.
Hmm.
Oh,
Yeah, our opinion.
yeah. Alright then, this is Sign Unwith us signing off. Thank you.
Stay tuned.